have never put ourselves in this situation. Obviously we had our kids.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't have our kids, we would have never put ourselves in that situation where
I would have never done it, especially if Jax was there. Like, even just let alone if I knew, like, if it was that big of a deal, of course I wouldn't have, like, done it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here,
what do I say next?
Welcome to my channel.
That's not it.
Oh, wait, yes it is.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about the time that me and Megan almost got arrested.
Yeah.
I love our friendship.
That's us.
The
fellas.
Yeah. So as most of you guys know, I am pregnant, and I obviously had to make a pregnancy announcement for all of you guys. And so I did 3 hint videos, and I kind of left you guys hanging in every single one of them. And so I wanted to put out the pregnancy announcement directly after that. I didn't want to like leave you guys hanging even more, and so
she's a considerate YouTuber, guys. Just keep this in mind when we're about to tell you the illegal shit that we just did. She cares about you guys, okay? I don't want to see any negativity on this video.
Almost went to jail for my subscribers. Stop, I'm pregnant and out of breath. I can't do this. So me being me, the basic white bitch here, I went directly, of course, to Pinterest to find out how I wanted to tell you guys. A big thing for me is I wanted to wait until I got the ultrasound, and I also wanted to do it like in a creative way. The ultrasound I scheduled right after the last hint video, so that means I had to film that day for the entire pregnancy announcement video, and that was like a pretty big video. Even though it was really short, I wanted a lot of different clips, so it took a lot of energy.
75% of the clips I filmed. And it just makes me feel like it's mine, you know?
It's your pregnancy announcement?
Like, man, I couldn't wait for this because, like, I'm really proud of this.
It was a
Wait,
shitty
what
day.
happened?
Listen.
I was there. Just listen. Listen for a moment.
It was a really stressful, shitty day. So to begin it off, I got fraud on my account, so that was really fun. Patrick went to go pick up all of our friends, and so he asked me to help like get the trash out of our car because we're just messy human beings. And so I went out and I had my phone with me. I'm not too sure why, but I didn't have pockets, so I put it on the car hood. And so I went in and obviously got all the trash out for him and everything. And he drove off, and with my pregnancy brain, I forgot my phone was on the hood. And so
she had called me literally
5 minutes before.
Like 5 minutes prior, and then I get there and she's like, "Where's my phone?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You literally just called me.
Yeah, and so like she's calling it in the house and I can't find it, and so this led me to being late to the ultrasound. Like, how late were we? Like 15 or 20 minutes?
We were stressing.
Yeah, and so the ultrasound was already later in the day because we had planned that I was going to work. Luckily I was able to get it off, but yeah, I planned it later in the day just in case I wasn't able to get it off. So basically we were late to the ultrasound, which I wanted in the pregnancy announcement. So we go to the ultrasound, and then after that it was getting dark, and I was like, no, I need other clips, and I wanted them outside because if you guys saw my announcement video, I did a chalk thing. So like basically we drew a belly of chalk on me. I'll insert clips. I'm not even gonna try to describe.
We just drew on a wall with some chalk.
We didn't have chalk, so we had to go to the store to get chalk,
which was a challenge in itself because we couldn't find it. It was like the hardest thing to find in that whole store was just chalk.
I know, and I kept asking every employee, and they're like, I think I have
They're
it.
like, who uses, how old are you?
But we had Grayson and Jax with us. That because obviously I wanted Grayson in the videos for the announcement, and like she just had a child, so.
I mean, your channel's name is Dear Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
You can't not
have Grayson. From there, we get the chalk, and it is almost dark out. It's like right like in that weird like cool stage for like photos and stuff like that, but like it was gonna get dark in like 10 minutes. And
yeah.
We are on the other side of town because the ultrasound was already far, and so we needed to do the chalk thing.
We made a quick decision, guys. We didn't think about it, we just did it.
We were like, okay, let's find a wall so that way we can do the chalk thing.
Yeah, some harmless chalk drawings. So at this point, we wanted to make sure that we had the means to like clean up after ourselves because we're not like that bad, you know? So
We're bad, we're not that bad.
we're not like that level yet. So we checked our car to make sure if we had things to like rinse it out or wash it off. I had like my big thing of water to like try and get myself to drink water. Doesn't work. And then we also had a pair of my like old shorts. So we were like, good enough.
From there, we decided to be on the hunt for a wall. And so the store that we just got it from had like this offset wall. Like it wasn't, it was like on the side. Like
It wasn't
here's the
attached
store.
directly to the store.
I'll be the big store. You be the wall. It wasn't on that side. Wait, this is like the front of the store. Okay, but it was like, why do you have to be all the way over here? Just show over here.
Because you were like making, like, this is the front. So I didn't know if you wanted it to be like accurately placed.
So like, put the wall.
It was like there, you know? Like, kind of? Like,
there we go. Right.
it was right there.
Well, I don't know why they have that wall. Why is there just a wall?
It wants to be vandalized.
She was the one that was like, hey, that's a nice wall. Let's do it there. And I was like, no, Megan, let's try to find another wall. And then I was like, nah, fuck it. Let's just
Let's not pretend like you weren't in on this too. Draw on the wall, Alex. Draw on the wall.
we find the perfect wall. And we're like, okay, like it just sounds like
A really bad like love story. Found the perfect wall. It was everything we could have ever dreamed of. It was the wall, you know?
My wall.
It's sometimes, you know, you go your whole life thinking that you're never gonna find the wall, but once you see it, like, you know.
Like, go through so many walls in life.
That's the wall.
And then you find
it, and just the heartwarming feeling you get when you finally do.
It's like tingles. Like,
where is this video go?
So, anyway, from there, we decide to draw on the wall. Like, when you find the wall, you
like anybody would.
Start forming the pregnancy belly and everything like that. Given I didn't think, because it was chalk, and then we also had the supplies to like wipe it off, like literally right there. Like, we had the wall.
Yeah, we weren't thinking like, oh, we're gonna go vandalize that wall, like put a little graffiti on it. Like, that wasn't our mindset.
And
we were just like, we're gonna draw on the wall and then we're gonna.
But it was obviously chalk, because like it was like, it didn't look like graffiti at all.
Yeah, it's like the vibrant kids chalk that it was literally kids chalk. Like, it was a big, they were balls of chalk.
It had the water and the shorts on display. They should have known.
The shorts were there. How do you not see that and just say like, oh, they're good civilians.
Dumbasses, that's what they are. They overlook things.
I saw that, I just feel bad for them, you know? Like,
so we draw on this wall, and right when we get done, okay, Megan peers over and sees the security guard, right?
He's casing the joint. He's lurking. Like, I saw him go over and he'd like do a little like one of these, like, what these hoodlums were up to. and
then he books it inside the store like a little bitch. I'm serious. He goes in and then tattles on us, right? And
to the store manager.
Yeah, and so she comes out.
Let me reiterate. The wall was not attached to the store. So she comes out and she's like, this is vandalism and it is considered property damage if this wall gets damaged. And I'm sitting there like
trying to keep a straight face.
It's like fucking chalk, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I get it. But like, no.
So she continues though, and is like, people could lose their jobs over this.
Yeah,
if it
she's
isn't
like,
cleaned up.
it's gonna get taken out of my paycheck. And I'm like, what, in what world?
And I'm like sitting there, of course, kissing her ass. Like, we haven't even taken the pictures yet. We just finished it. Like, I kid you not. I just finished it, just about to go over there, take a picture, and she comes up.
Yeah, and so, if you think we're not gonna take the picture after all that we risked to get this done.
And I'm like, oh oh no, like I completely apologize. Like this was not intended to be vandalism. Like as you can see, it's a pregnancy announcement. Doesn't even say congratulations.
What did it say again?
It said it was like a pregnant belly, and then it said coming
coming May 2019, 17, like you originally wrote.
I did put 2017, it was supposed to be 2019.
And then you tried to write 2018 the second time.
Like, I don't know these things.
You don't know what year.
You don't know when the baby could come, okay?
It could come a whole solid 1 year in the past.
Completely understand, like, I am so sorry, bottom of my heart, girl, like, I don't want you to lose your job, right? So I was like, yeah, like, look, we got some shorts and water.
We got the usual cleanup kit.
Exactly.
Some shorts and some water.
Look, we're moms, okay? We make do and we know how to clean really well. Like, I promise you. And so
maybe one of us glances at the Taco Bell bag on the floor. Look, we have kids. We're young, which automatically means we're dumb. So we didn't know what we were doing.
Teen mom, what else do you think? She continues on and is like, no, like, I'm calling the police. And I'm like, no, like just let us take the picture.
Shorts.
Yeah.
We have shorts. Water.
And so from there, I'm like, please just let us take the picture. And so she just like turns around and walks off. So I'm like, yeah, just let us take the picture. So we go over, we take the picture, it takes like 10 seconds. As you guys saw, it was literally just a clip of me looking down, that was it. And then immediately we start cleaning it up, right? Because now we're kind of scared. She did threaten the cops. And
I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah,
it's
Megan
just
is
a normal day.
Full blown panic attack. What am I gonna do? We're gonna die. Jill, I can't do jail. I haven't even showered today. I can't shower with naked women.
You think they're gonna let me shower in jail?
I can't drop the soap. So yeah, Megan's having a full-blown panic attack. I'm over here scrubbing my pregnant ass off, and the kids are just like laughing at us, like just
ripping the shorts.
Yeah,
the shorts could not stand up to that
you
wall.
Still have the shorts?
I'm telling you, it's a perfect. They're probably in my car.
All of a sudden, we hear sirens, and they are pulling up where the wall is. And I'm like,
and that's when I'm like, okay, bye.
Like, let me book it. No, and I'm just like processing all of this, like, holy shit, let me call Patrick. So I call Patrick and let him know, like, you might need to kind of come here and pick up Grayson and Jax because I may or may not get arrested right now. And he's like, what the fuck did you do?
Could happen,
like,
could not.
Yeah, drawing on a wall with chalk, and he's like, what the fuck? And so he is on his way. And the cops come out, and the lady comes around the corner, all big and bad, with her security guard. Security guard is still there. She's like, hey girls,
what you gonna do now, you heathens?
Keep in mind, the chalk is literally just about done. Like, I just got the pregnant belly part off, and it's coming off
The
super
wall was
easy.
clean when we were
Yeah.
done. Like, there was no remnants of chalk on that wall.
And so the cops are coming out, and they're talking to the lady first, and she's like pointing at us, and I'm like, yep, I'm the criminal here.
It's those ones, officer.
He obviously comes over here and she's just standing there like with her hands crossed, and I'm like, yeah, you feel good? You see my kid right here? Like, you feel
You're about
good?
to ruin my life.
Yeah. He's like, so what's going on? And I was like, we're doing a pregnancy announcement with chalk. And then I like showed him, I was like, you know, come over
I think
here.
I felt bad for you. Like, oh.
He's like looking at the chalk, and this guy is trying not to laugh. Like, he's just like, okay.
It was so minuscule.
It was coming May, and like I was like, see, look, and like I'm taking the rag or the
like
shorts,
showing him.
yeah,
Like, hey,
and I'm
coming
like,
off.
Exactly, and so I keep doing that, and it's like coming off, and so he's just like sitting there like squinting, and then he like looks over at the girl, and then he kind of goes over there, and he's like talking to her, shaking his head. So he comes back over to us, and he basically just explains because the chalk wasn't offensive and because it also was chalk and we literally cleaned it off, there's nothing that he's gonna do just to not do it again, obviously. You could tell in his voice he was like irritated from being here, like driving all the way down for fucking chalk.
I feel like it's the same mindset where like if you were to call the cops on a bunch of kids drawing on the sidewalk, you know? Like technically a sidewalk is public property, you're not supposed to write on it, but they're not gonna do anything if they come across that scene, you know?
Yeah, and so this bitch is hella mad. Like I see her over there, and I'm pretty sure she already knows at this point, I don't know, but she's just sitting there and she still has her hands crossed and she's just shaking her head at us like, bitch, I fucking cleaned it.
Even if we were actually putting graffiti on there and like doing it in like a mean way,
she would have lost her job.
I just don't feel like like anyone's responsible in that situation if you live in,
except for like the people that did it.
Obviously us, if we were to be doing that, but like if you're in the store, like how are you supposed to just be like on guard to stop every vandalizer that comes across? Like I feel like she wouldn't have actually lost her job or been like penalized for that at all.
But yeah, long story short, some bitch called the police on 2 teen moms with their, like I think that's what made me mad too. Like it would have been different if we didn't have our kids with us, but like I understand, like I totally understand. I don't know, like I just feel like there's a point in time where you do have to become human opposed to just following the rules that strictly.
Especially if it's over something like this. If you're not gonna lose your job over it, like
we would have never put ourselves in this situation. Obviously we had our kids, and even if we didn't have our kids, we would have never put ourselves in that situation where I would have
never done it, especially if Jax was there. Like even just let alone if I knew like if it was that big of a deal, of course I wouldn't have like done it. We would have just been like, we'll find another fucking wall.
It was chalk. Like that's what like gets me, is that it was chalk and it literally wiped
the
right
thing
off.
is she was stressing so much about how like this is property damage and if you ruin the wall, like I'm like, dude, if the chalk ruins your wall, I would be more upset at you selling the chalk to me. Because like it came from your store. If this chalk has like acid in it and it's like ruining the walls. Moral of the story,
don't use chalk on walls.
Just don't draw on walls in general, you know, if they're not yours. Not that I'm saying that you're a bad person
even if you find the wall,
you know,
like you can't draw on it.
That's so mean to say though, you know, like I don't want to ruin their dreams. I don't know how many of you were looking for a wall.
Don't be peer pressured like we did.
Each other? Did we like fear?
Yeah.
I was like, do it, and you're like, no, do it, and you're like, fine.
But yeah, that is the story of how we almost got arrested with our kids. Pretty actually scary. Like I know we kind of downplayed the whole thing. We were laughing throughout it.
It's funny now.
It wasn't though. Like we were freaking out. Like if I would have gotten arrested in front of Grayson, like that would have been terrible.
Yeah, I think the moment I saw the security guard like looking at us, I was like, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video and make sure to subscribe to Megan's channel. It is Jenny with Jax. We do a lot of collabs on her channel as well, but
we've done one.
We have plans to do collabs.
There are gonna be more collabs in the future, so for everyone who comments nice things about me being on her channel, I wanna thank you guys. Shout out to you guys, honestly. And for everyone who says that I'm on here too much, because I'm coming back, regardless of what you say.
She's back.
I didn't like that at all.
Well, have a great one, guys. Bye.